do it again. I'll do it again for style points. Come on. Get Oh my god! Alrighty. Yo, what is up, Knights? Aegis Rick here, back with some more DFO. And in this video, guys, we're going to be doing something we have done many times on the channel. The coveted, or at least coveted to me, account dailies. Now, I think this is actually a pretty interesting or fun series to me because I can look back and see how the dailies have changed. And that's kind of how this game is. It keeps evolving, and you've been playing for so long that the dailies that you do will obviously grow as well. A lot of the dailies, like the one right here where I can pick up a lot of DI right now, this hasn't really changed. The amount of DI has changed. I've gotten so many DIs by that. But, you know, a lot of the things in the game have changed a lot in terms of what I used to do to farm, and I guess I'll show you guys the updated version of it now. There's a lot of new content also. That's kind of the main reason why I wanted to do this video, because there's a lot of events going on right now and a lot of new content that you guys have never seen before. But Tower of Anguish, I think I've shown it off before. I've already done it today, so I can't show it on this character, but the rest of my characters have not. I probably should have planned for that. But guys, I did want to show off one of the new content that was added, brand new, just like a couple days ago, Temporal Rift. And that is something that you can access in pretty much any region after Time Gate. If you go, well, you got to unlock it by doing a feat quest. Very easy, just do a hell mode in that region. And I've done it in Metro Center, and you have access to the Temporal Rift. Now, what is the Temporal Rift? It costs a little bit more than a normal hell mode. That's why I had to turn on the hell mode. But you do get a few perks. I would say, personally, I'm just going to say right out, I don't personally suggest it unless under specific circumstances, which I'll talk about. Temporal Altar right here. This is the only place you can access this NPC. And what it is just the epitaph of where you can put basically a epic wish list. There you go. So the items that I put here are actually nothing at all happens, by the way, except that when the epic drops, whether it be from Temporal Rift, Pandemonium Rift, Hell Mode, wherever epics drop, if it drops, you'll get an even more epic shine. It'll be like as big as a screen, which is kind of funny because most people have mods already on their client that do that anyway, but now this is an in-game built-in feature where there's a different epic shine in comparison to the rest of the items in the game when you get that epic drop. So hopefully when I kill Belial here in 1 second, didn't get it, but you get the idea, right? If the epic that is on my epic wish list drops, it will shine brighter than normal. It's just an aesthetic. Come on, there's no real reason. But like I said, it does apply to every other region in the game that drops epic. So I guess if you want to set that up, you go to the Temporal Rift there. And that's all that is, guys. A couple pros. It's really easy. It's you know, it's able to be done in a party. That's one of the main reasons. And the epic drop rate is a little bit higher. So those are the three. Personally, like I said, I wouldn't suggest it because of its big cons, okay? Big con being it costs 2 more than normal. It costs 30 instead of 28 for Metro Center. As we switch my characters here. It's pretty much all the dailies I do. I do Tower of Anguish on this character. And that's about it, really. I turn in some of my daily quests, pick up Neo Premium Plus, and that's about it. It's kind of my striker, though. It also doesn't drop Epic Souls or the orbs. The Hell Orbs. Metro Center Hell Orbs doesn't drop any of those. So the way to get your returns out of doing Hells whenever you don't get Epics is you get Epic Souls and you get Hell Orbs, and they give you a lot of DI. You don't get that from the Temporal Rift. So just throwing that out there, there are some benefits to doing it. Like I said, a little bit higher epic drop chance. I'd say maybe 4% higher or so. You can do it in a party, which is the main reason, the only reason I would suggest ever doing it. I've actually done a lot of runs of it myself, despite all of these disadvantages, because I can do them on a party, and therefore I was able to party up with some stronger guys and get some hells that I wouldn't have been able to do very easily otherwise, mostly on alts and stuff like that. So the way I do this on my striker, because let me tell you, it was very hard at first to do this on my striker. I had to skip her. That's why she's on the early levels. I'll talk about why I'm doing it on her now, but in a bit. But dude, it's hard to hit this person. But I have to play kind of like a coward on this character to avoid getting just absolutely wrecked by these guys. And I don't have the lightning dance built right now. That's kind of how you have to do it on this character, guys. Is back and forth nonsense, which is gonna work for for most of the guys since I run pretty much faster than everybody else. Didn't miss with the one. I need to hit with like the big skills right now, and I think I still have my swap on. What am I doing? I wonder I'm not doing as much damage. I do recommend to swap if you're doing Tower of Anguish, by the way, guys. Obviously, well, it's because I'm trying to talk to you guys at the same time. You guys cause problems for me, but still, strategy is the same. This was the last hit of that. It's fine. Just chaining. Ooh, my super armor ran out the worst time, dude. Oh my god! Stop. Okay, get the hell out of here, dude. Okay, there you go. Yeah, there you go. I just needed to actually put my gear on to actually do damage. But there's my strategy on Striker. Now, I am only doing it on this character. I've already selected 3 characters, and I now am doing it on 4. And the main reason for that is the change to the Mercenary system, or the Explorer Club. It used to be I got like 7 people in TOD and 3 people in TOA. Now I have 1 extra of each, and that's because we have a new Explorer system, which has changed my dailies pretty heavily. Looking at how the page looks right now, it's more of an overview on your account. Here's how many days I've logged in, how many dungeons I've done, etc. We do get a lot of benefits from making or having a lot of Explorer Club level, which is, I have level 21, which is the highest that they gave us when they released a new system, and now we got to earn the rest. But you do get a lot of benefits, a lot of raw stats, a lot of dungeon stats, and extra entries. Soon we'll be able to get epic, or when we start getting higher levels, you know, more epic fragments will drop and stuff like that. So it's in your best interest to try to farm that up. Just kind of explaining a little bit more about the Explorer Club system. Here is showing your max level characters and how much. It's kind of like an honor system per character basis. So there's all my characters, and then the new mercenary system is you send out all of the characters on your account to a certain region, and depending on how many points you have or whatever, and you send out, it will increase the prizes ever so slightly, and then I can give all of those to one of the characters who are on mercenary right now. So, you know, I've sent these guys out for 25 days. It's almost been, what is it, 17 days already, just so I can get 196 DI and a few refined terranium. So we'll see if we get any like extra bonus rewards, monster cards, essence of the rift, that kind of shit, because 25 days is a long time, but we'll see what kind of prizes we get. I haven't had them come back yet, so we'll see. But that being said, guys, it is my Striker. Now I usually do I'll probably do a run of econ on her econ, but I'm just gonna do the simple dailies for now, make sure I get all those done. It's kind of like my course adjustments, you know, if you use a microscope anywhere, guys, you have like your course adjustment, right? I'm doing all the quick dailies right now, the stuff that I cannot forget to do. And then when, you know, if I feel like I have any extra time, or if I'm feeling limber, you know, I'll get comfortable and I'll do all of the fine adjustments later, which involves things like, you know, econ dungeons and stuff like that. So I feel like I didn't get my full swap off, which is going to hurt when this character is poison anyway, so it's going to be a poison battle. Alright, well, you know what? Oh shit. It's not fair when you get your second awakening, you know. It's not fair when you do that. Get kicked. So, I don't know, poison's probably not going to work very well on her. The CC, did it work at all? I shouldn't get hit at all by this shit. So I like doing this. My mount is very low level, but I usually just set her up for the mount brick buster. It always works. It's worked 100% success chance. Yo, she just jumped out of that venom. Oh my god, she did double first awaken. Holy shit, we need to lock her down. We need to. She didn't even get netted. Kill this bee. She's crazy, dude. Like, she's getting stunned, but only for a few seconds. Hit her with this, dude. Like, her CC resistance, man, is just like. She doesn't give a shit. I've never seen anybody break out of stun that fast. Damn, the neck snap, though. By the way, if you... Oh, yeah, grab. If you play any kind of fighter class, guys, you have to get neck snap. You have to. And you have to do PvP to do that. It's not very fun if you don't like PvP, if you don't like doing it on that character. But it's necessary, okay? It's absolutely necessary if you play a fighter class. Gotta have that neck snap, because it's like pure CC. It CCs everybody as long as they're standing on the ground. And yeah, look, I forgot something. I knew I didn't have my full swaps. But yeah, that's about it on F Brawlo. once she's done getting her necklace, I don't know really what I'm gonna do on her, but yeah, that's the idea with that character. But yeah, get neck snap. Pro tip: get neck snap. So yeah, guys. I guess as we go into here, I'm not even gonna bother swapping on this guy because this guy is hella cheap in here. Oh, look at his Dio. They did a really good job of making him look like Dio, but look at the things this Dio says. For camaraderie, for camaraderie. He's pretty blasphemous when it comes to that, so just tidbit, look at what he's saying. But anyway, guys, it has been a long time since I have made a video, really done anything on the channel. Even streaming has been a pretty lax lately, so what a miss. I can try to defend myself, but you know how it is, guys. I'm an adult now. I'm adult Rick, so I got fucking adult responsibilities and work sometimes. I've missed some of my scheduled raids. I'm not the type of guy to usually miss those kinds of things for reasons, but you know, I've been really busy. That's all I gotta say. And actually, in saying that, it's a high time for me to take a vacation. And some of you guys leave no man behind. Look at me. Some of you guys already know where I'm going with this. I am planning a almost 2-week vacation. I hope I don't die. Do not want to die here. Okay. I'm planning an almost 2-week vacation. I think it's going to be 10 days. And a lot of you guys already know what it is. You guys kind of saw it in passing. I saw it on the stream when MJ mentioned it, blabbed. Some people found out later via other people talking about it. Guys, I am going I'm going to go to F1, the F1 championship. I'm going to go live, and they're actually going to try to set up a booth for me, and I'm going to try to commentate live. And what can I say, but I'm really excited about this. Aside from the fact that I've never been to like Asia ever in my whole life. I've been in Europe many times. Damn near lived in Europe for fucking half my life, it feels like. Been in the US, you know. So I've traveled all around Europe, US, but I've never been like far east. So it's a vacation spot for me. I definitely am gonna be there for a long time, so better enjoy it while I'm there. But yeah, they invited me over there, and I was like, fuck yeah, man, this is sick. So it's just coming at the right time that I'm going to, you know, I've been working so hard lately, and I'm due for a vacation. I'm really happy. I'm really excited about this. So anyway, I don't have very many other details. I mean, honestly, at this point, guys, they revealed more stuff to you guys on the stream about what's going to be happening with F1 than they have to me. They just kind of were setting up my itinerary, like, okay, you're going to take this flight. No, you're going to take this flight, get your visa, all this shit. But I don't know what's going to be happening. I have no idea on the venue, so you guys are going to be, I mean, obviously, I'll figure it out when I'm over there, but as of right now, as of making this video, it's just me, I'm just going to be tourist Rick. I'm just going to fucking go there and tour. And then, you know what, if I just so happen to commentate over this annual spectacle, then I guess so be it, right? So, but like I said, pretty excited about that. So yeah, I mean, taking a break from work, that's one thing. I do not want to leave you guys with no video. So after this video, and starting from this video, it's going to be like a 10-day trip that I'm going to be away from my precious computer. So in the meantime, I've been recording several DFO Blitz videos to hold you guys over. And I'm considering, as of right now, doing a few PvP videos just to get us in the spirit of PvP. Because that's what the trip's going to be all about, guys. So, am I going to do any vlogging? That's the thing I've been thinking to myself. You guys probably haven't thought about it, but I have. I'm going to do any vlogging. My phone definitely has the capabilities, but do I have the capabilities? And I kind of feel like maybe that might be something that's interesting. I'll let you guys know what's going on, and I get to see the faces of our third year. This is our third annual event. You know, it's crazy. And the guys actually went last time, and I had nothing to do with it. And there was a very little bit of publicity on what even happened during the last F1. You know, there was like one slideshow done by Neopol. I want to do one myself. I'll let you know on all the dirty secrets that happen over there at Neopol. And I'll try, guys. I'll try my damnedest. I'll hold somebody hostage to try to get the assist system back. Okay, I don't know who I'm gonna hold Jerry hostage or some shit. Give me my assists, or I'm gonna delete your chaos, Jerry. I'm gonna delete her. Don't make me. But, yeah, can I just... I tried not to cry in this video when I talked about Explorer Club, but dude, I have never rage quit on my stream. I did one time, and that was after the release of this new Explorer Club system. I'm one of the guys who has promoted the idea of making alts and playing alts for various reasons. Most importantly for me, it's a goal of mine to just have every character on the account, but the assist system was so good, and look, where is it? It's gone. So they removed it, gave us a shitty mercenary system. It's... Oh, some people are trying to defend it. I don't know. These are people who have not put the dedication it took for me to get to this point as it is. You know, the people who it affects the least always seem to have the greatest opinions on it. But you know what? It doesn't matter my opinion. Neopol's gonna do it, and I'm gonna have to deal with it or stop playing the game. You know, it's like, well, I don't want to do that. So, in the meantime, I'm still gonna be salty as fuck, though. So you guys. I'll let you guys know from the guy who probably abused it the most. The new mercenary system is trash. Anyway, I'm not gonna sit here and sing my grievances to you guys. So I'm just gonna go ahead and show my face. But just know I'm not okay anymore. Fuckers. Anyway, what am I doing, guys? What am I doing now? I just went on my Crusader, who is decked out in some cool gear, by the way. If you guys have been looking at my character select while I've been changing characters, you guys have seen some absurd level of stuff, and that's kind of the, I guess that's kind of the nice thing of the benefit of me working so many hours, and I've been able to purchase a lot of digital content. Dress of Fighter Online has been real for me, so as it usually is for people playing this game. And you should be taking it seriously, or nobody should be taking you seriously. But all of my characters have costumes. All of them. I bought the most Arthurian costumes in the game, without a doubt. Because almost every one of my characters has one on deck. If they're not wearing it, they're wearing pieces of it, that kind of stuff. And even this character I don't care about has a cool costume, and that has motivated me to get her a legendary set as well. Not really, but I am 5 out of 6. Of this gracious set, and I think it's, if not today, maybe tomorrow, I'm gonna finish the 6-piece. So I won't have to do ancients on her anymore. The reason I did it, truthfully though, is she actually got like 2 or 3 pieces just for the sake of me leveling this character. They like doing that for level up events, you know, giving you a whole bunch of legendaries to get you up to speed with everybody else in the game who's already been out and obviously had the time to do it. So it's always nice to participate in those kinds of level up events because you obviously get so many benefits over other characters. It's the main draw as to why I wouldn't suggest making a character until it actually gets released, because there's guaranteed, no exceptions, going to be some kind of level up event with some kind of benefit towards catching that character up. They've never failed to do it, and so you're asking me, like, hey Rick, why did you make, you know, Lancer, and why did you make, see how close we are. You know, you're one more day, tomorrow. Why'd you make Lancer, why'd you make Paladin, why are they down here level 1, Rick? What are you doing? It's because of the costumes and the fucking titles and the auras and stuff. I want them on this character because look at my account, okay? The uniformity is very important to me, okay? The title, the costumes, everything matters. It's more important than whatever piddly event items you want to give my characters. Honestly, that's how I feel about it. So that's how important I feel it is. So anyway, guys, we have done the ancient. Oh, we'll do one more ancient. I've kind of toned down my ancient grinding. I have in the past. There was once upon a time when the ancients came out. The dailies at the time then, again, I keep mentioning the dailies are upgrading and changing now. The dailies I did then were strictly, okay, I'm going to have 16 guys I want to get their legendary set. So I'm going to farm Cartel on this guy. You guys will tell me off. I've been having fun experimenting with the Cartel set a little bit, and You guys will let me know why the Gracious set is so much better. But anyway, I used to do it on like 16 guys, and I kid you not, for very rarely in DFO do I ever get burnt out, but dude, that one did it to me. I was like, okay, I need to stop. I need to stop right now because I can't take doing this many guys and losing this many like materials and whatever. So yeah, that had to stop. So I've limited it down to 3. It's been a lot more manageable. I can do that every day and not spend 2 hours doing that and then freaking signing on to do my actual dailies involving TOD and what I'm doing now. So it's been a blessing, and it's been more productive that way. If you're way more hardcore, then go for it. But trust me, I'm very tolerant to burnout, right? If, you know, I usually plan accordingly. I'm not trying to do shit like crazily, always risking burnout and all the time. What the fuck, dude? Alright, this guy's an ass, right? And when I say this guy, I mean Berserker. This guy, Berserker, is an asshole. I hate him now. I wouldn't have died if it was the old system. I kid. But I'm still wearing a Chronicle set. That's why he's still relatively weak. And in fact, the more I start playing or start gearing out my other characters with legendary sets, and pretty much, as I'll showcase here, that's the goal with most of my level 90 characters. In fact, that's the goal I want to probably at some point make for all of my characters, is to give them, at the end game, a legendary 6-piece set and a 3-piece fish set, which is the area legendary for Metro Center. That's the goal for all of my characters, and I've done it for pretty much everybody who's level 90 at this point, and I'm going to do it for this guy as well. But one thing I've noticed, because a lot of the characters who I've leveled to 90, not all of them have been geared in legendaries yet. A lot of them have actually been geared in either Halidums first or even Chronicles. And the difference in power between them is, I mean, it's only been 3 years for me to notice that the difference in power is just so massive. But it is true. It's mostly because most of the time, what happens with the Chronicles is that you become over-reliant on one skill, and then when you don't have that skill active, it's not a good balance. You only rely on one skill, even if it's uber cooldown reduction, uber damage, you know, that you still have all of these other skills which are not doing anything, right? It's just like you're waiting for that skill. That's exactly how I built this guy with the Blood Reaper set and Blood Sword, and it's obviously I'm having trouble when I don't have it up. It's kind of sad. It's like, okay, on one hand, it's a fun gameplay to revolve around that one skill, and on the other hand, it's like, okay, well, I'm waiting to get that set. The same exact thing happened with Glacial Master, actually. I had a arrow shot set, and it worked wonders. But whenever I didn't have arrow shot, which is hardly ever, but whenever I needed more AoE or something, I just didn't have the coverage, and now I do with the Sea God. 6-piece. You'll tell me why that's wrong, and you'll tell me to get 5 set, but whatever. Go check out the DFO Blitz video, which I've already made on that one. So, like I said, for my vacation, guys, you guys will definitely be seeing a lot of my Blitz videos. I'm trying to catch up on those because I've got a lot of new level 90 characters, but there's that to look forward to. You know who I'm not looking forward to, though? This asshole. I cannot believe this guy's level 90. Let me make an excuse for some of the characters that are level 90. I'm trying to get all my characters to 90. I'm not going to leave any in the dust. But the reason why some of these characters, of which I hate tremendously, are level 90 is actually pretty self-explanatory. We've been having a lot of events, and one is a really good event. I think they made it for me. We'll talk about events at the end of this video, but what button is it? Rift's up. Dude. They are giving so many EXP pills, yo, and they all give 10%. This right here is like, here, have 2 levels. Here, have 1.5 levels. Have a level, you know. So I was pumping pills all over the place. Bill Cosby up in this bitch. And so a lot of my characters have been getting fed pills. And that is why the characters of which I tend to hate the most are already max levels, because if you pop your pills and you get to about level 87.5, what happens is all you have to do is your scenario, and by the time you finish it, you'll be max level. And so that's exactly what I did on my, I guess that's not exactly what I did on my Elemental Bomber, but dude, I didn't want to play him. I didn't want to actually grind and do shit on him, so I just fed him pills, and lo and behold, he was max level just by doing scenarios one day. That's it. That's all it took. Timing? Oh my god. Get out of here, dude. I'm gonna die. Dude, I just died by looking at him. Alright, so how do I kill this guy? Get fucked, dude! And then I missed the stare. Dude, that was dope as hell. Damn it. I'll do it again. I'll do it again for style points. Come on. Get fucked! Oh my god! I'm doing it, guys. That guy got wrecked twice. Yo, that's that PvP skill. You know, I've been practicing for F1. Little did you know, the commentator might actually get to play if not everybody shows up to Korea. Well, yeah, anyway, that's all I'm going to say on that. But anyway, yeah, man, what was I talking about before? I just styled on that fool. Oh yeah, that's why most of my characters I hate. That's why they're max level. And otherwise it would have been a really hard time leveling them. And in fact, most of the levels I got on my elemental bomber were because of things like Eye of Egenin, shit like that. You know, things that boosted you, things that made you transform into Egenin. So I was just cheesing pretty much. It's one of the weakest characters I've played. I think a little bit stronger than my Blood Mage, which is also max level for the same exact reason. I hate both of those guys. Those guys are like probably close to, if not the most hated characters. I hate playing them. I hate looking at them. Nothing's nice about them at all. Speaking of not nice, this asshole. And I fucked it up, but it's fine because he's really easy to play, but he's also like really disgusting. You know, he's just I don't like playing him at all. Now, a character I do kind of like playing is this mechanic. This mechanic is actually, boy, he changed a lot when he got his second awakening. It's almost like it's still cheap, it's still a spam fest, and it's still summon guys and run around, and even more so on this guy because when you get knocked down, you can still summon. Look, I'm in the air getting juggled, and I'm sitting here like, oh, let me just summon fucking 10 robots. So shit like that is kind of cheap, but at the same time, it's changed his gameplay enough to make him actually kind of interesting to play. Played a lot of standard characters so far in this game, and I don't have a weapon on. I can just tell I don't have a weapon on, man. This guy should have been done a long time ago. That's why I'm doing TOD, by the way, is that all of my characters should have a weapon. And when I mean a weapon, I mean an epic weapon. So the characters I'm doing it now do not have epic weapons. Every single other character that you see here does have one or has the capability of getting one. So you see epic, 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 epic. I haven't been very lucky. Sometimes I get shit like this. This guy actually has an epic. He has a really good one, Shepherd's Rod. I don't know why I transferred that, but he has Shepherd's Rod. Epic. The Trash Level 75, epic. So I'm getting epics on all of my characters, guys. That's why I'm doing this. And these are the last ones. And so that's why I had to choose rental weapons sometimes. This character has an epic, but dude, I want another one. This thing is trash. I know it's level 80, but it's so trash. The same combo for everyone. Get canceled. That's why I told you to get next snap, boys. That's why I told you to get next snap. Get fucked again. I actually missed my combo. My fling didn't actually connect, so anyway. One more TOD. That's actually on my striker, I think. No, my striker did it. Who's missing a TOD? Oh yeah, I skipped my elementals. Ooh, there's a reason I did that. I didn't want to embarrass myself. It is my weakest character on the account. It's a character of which I don't know how to play. You're gonna look at my build and laugh. I'm just gonna sit here and cry as I get demolished. I've finally got through Blonde Tyler on her, but yeah, again, the goal has been lately, guys, just get. Oh, she just super armors her. I don't have a grab. This is not good. Get away from me! Okay, she broke it. She broke it. Whew, okay, we're good. We're good. I said we're good. Whew. Can you believe that this character does not have a grab? I can't believe that shit. I cannot believe that shit, because when super armored characters start bum rushing your face, what are you gonna do, man? What are you gonna do? You're gonna get fucked like Blonde Tyler did me like 7 times. But yeah, that's the goal with these guys. And like I was saying, mechanic, male mechanic, kind of an interesting class, honestly. I like him more than the female by like twice as much. Just because of that unique gameplay that he can kind of, he can set up so quickly, and he plays around the idea of detonating. I've seen some videos, by the way, I thought I should mention, I've seen some videos of this class, the mechanic, where they have changed that class into just a GM account, you know. It's just like slash kill all, you know, what the fuck. So he has the capacity to just turn total god mode, so it's kind of interesting looking at that. But at least right now, when you're only just starting playing the class, it has been interesting. I mean, definitely a lot more fun than my female mechanic, who only revolved around a rotating skill. I like doing the little setup with the detonation on this guy. Aside from that, guys, I'm also doing, just to extend the length of this video, now we've done all the course adjustments, right? We've done all the big things. I got everybody farming their TOA. I did most of the guys who are just doing their epic or legendary farming. Now we're gonna start farming some set effects or set pieces. I need one more piece of adrenaline shock, I think, and I'll be able to buy my last piece. So we're gonna go and farm some Saint Horn, and we're gonna do some OV. Now, swap sets are something I wanted to mention at this video, because at least at some point, because I think that might be the next big update that we get. We're going to be getting a swap system, and the swap system, what it does, if you don't know, because I've been hearing some people just like shitting themselves, like, whoa, this swap system, there's not going to be any swap skills anymore, and they're getting it all wrong, okay? There's still going to be swaps, and in fact, every character in the game is going to get some kind of swap. Pretty sure that is unanimous, and one special character is the Crusader, who still keeps his old swap. So everybody gets one, count it, one swap only. Okay, if you have 2 or 3 or something, they're going to combine the effects pretty much onto one passive. Like, that's what they're planning on doing. So no worries there in terms of, oh, well, I run 2 swaps or some shit. If you're running 2 swaps, you're probably going to lose one of those swaps, or it's going to adjust or change. So just letting you know right now, so you don't get shocked when it happens. But it's a benefit. Trust me, it's a benefit, because what's going to happen is the swap set is going to be easier to farm, and most importantly, it's going to be easier to use. Swapping in this game has been kind of like a topic that I feel like Neopal wanted to be in the game, but then in the same breath didn't want it to be in the game, right? It's like, it's just such a needlessly, pointlessly annoying way to try to increase your damage, right? It's just like, okay, they made these gears, but at the same time, who in their right mind would think this is some kind of like fun gameplay, you know? You open up your equipment, you swap to your swap set, you have your swap set on, you use the skill, then you swap back to your real gear or something like that. Like, unless your game functions very well with a system like that, which this game does not, it just doesn't make sense. The only game I think I've seen who've ever done that right is private servers of RO with the battle mode system, where their keyboard literally was like more skills. Like, they had a hotkey bar for your items, and they have that, but there's only 6. So not enough for your swap set and usable items and stuff like that. So what do you have to do? You have to click all of these items. It doesn't make any sense, and surely doesn't ever feel like something that should have been designed or is fun to do. So thank God they're changing that. What they're doing is they're basically making a new item tab. You know how we have 5 here? There's going to be a new one, I think, where you can click and it'll open up and it'll look just like your regular equipment tab, except this time it only takes into account item effects of which change your buff skill. And there's only going to be, like I said, minus Crusader, there's only going to be the 1. And you'll have that 1, and all of your gear will stack towards that 1. Generally, what most classes will get is a Chronicle set, some kind of 6-piece effect, and they'll wear that Chronicle set in that extra tab. all gear that works now will apply then. And you just put that gear permanently in that tab, and now whenever you cast that skill as a buff, it's going to take in the item effects of what is in that slot. Okay, so it's just kind of a way, it's kind of like wearing 2 sets of gear at once, you know, except obviously it only applies to buffing up that skill, and it was kind of a way for them to make it so you didn't have to swap out all the time, which is, trust me, it's the only thing I wanted. I wanted anything but to do this shit, because the main reason I mention is there's a lot of latency, especially if you're in the West Coast, a lot of latency for opening up items, so swapping in this game was made even harder than maybe it is you see it done in Korea. There's a little bit of delay. It's just a bad system, so I'm happy they're removing it, and that's why I'm farming it on pretty much all my characters, because after that, guys, after that long-winded explanation of what the new system is going to be like, it suddenly becomes a there is no excuse for why you don't have a swap set, right? One excuse you can have for why you don't want a swap set is, oh, I don't want to go through the hassle. And trust me, I hardly ever do. Honestly, at the end of the day, I don't think it's worth it for much of the content in this game if you're already pretty strong. It only really is worth it when you're at the hyper end game. I'm talking Luke type content. So, but it can help. I'm not saying it's not going to help you throughout the game, which is why I'm doing it on pretty much all of my characters. It's something you have to do because there is no excuse, right? It's like, oh yeah, did you get your swap set? It's like 15, 20, 30% extra damage. It buffs up your skill that much. Why didn't you get that? You know, it's just like, dude, raw stats, 30%, just for having this gear. And it's really easy to get, you know. Chronicle sets, tainted sets. Some isn't easy to get. Epics, for instance, might have some plus on gear and stuff like that. So anyway, I'm just telling you right now, work on it. Try to get a tech ring at least. Get level ups to your skill. And this character right now, Battle Mage, does not have one. As of right now, does not have a swap. She never had a swap since she's been released. She's going to once the new system comes out. So I'm pre-farming. I already know the data. I already know what skill to get. For Battle Mage, it's Adrenaline Shock. I need to get 6-piece set. And I at least need to get that because, like I said, there's no excuse now. It's like, dude, you know what you need. Just get it. And it's really easy to. Anyway, I've not explained the new changes to OV. They keep changing OV. Now they no longer drop the OV 2 pieces, which used to be Fierce and Force. Now it only drops Tainted and Set pieces, which I personally am against. But again, this is yet another change which Temporal wanted to simplify things, and I guess they didn't want to deal with all that extra gear, so now we only have Tainted gears. And that's the only thing that's dropping now, so whatever. Temporal making changes I don't like. I'm going to deal with them anyway. Honestly, Chronicles are dead anyway, let's be honest here. The only reason most people are going to use them, for any reason, is some kind of niche support build, or, like I said, most importantly, everybody's going to have one for the swap set, so for sure, you got to do that. No exception. So I guess I'll talk about the Crusader. If you have a Crusader, what the situation is going to be there is you get to choose one skill to be your swap skill, and you still have to, if you play support Satyr, you still have to do the normal swapping you do for all of the other skills. Like, you still, let's say for instance you picked Divine Invocation as your swap skill, so you put all your gear that has DI in your swap gear slot, but you still have to normally swap for APOC, Strike, and Wisdom Blessing and stuff like that. So that's the only class that has that, multiple buffs, but you can choose one skill still to be your swap skill. So yeah, that's a quick rundown there. I've been trying to get her like anything. I don't care. Just get me a 6-piece on this Adrenaline Shock and I'll be good. I think I got a shoulder yesterday, but I bought the shoulder using Dark Elf Ruins, which, by the way, I still do Psycho Sundays. That's Dark Elf Ruins on Sundays because, fuck, you get a lot of coins. And in fact, not on this character, but I need to sign on to a character because that's yet another daily I like doing. This character's level 0. I'm not going to use her, but yeah, it's yet another daily. Let me just sign on to some scrub character like her. I am going to level her soon. Soon, TM. I'll level her when I get done with my Anton Guy video I said I was going to do, like 2 years ago. Anyway, self burns are the best ones. Oh, we got a loading glow card. Yet another daily. 2. Psycho Sundays, guys. Psycho Sundays gave me both of these. Easy mode, boys. Just get your rare cards. That's like at the bare minimum worth 500k right there per card. So don't forget to turn that in. What other dailies I've got? We've got Terranium Vendor. I'm not going to bother going over there, but you can... Terranium Vendor. Any NPCs that are daily. So Terranium. Don't forget your Neo Premium Plus contract and stuff like that. And that should be that. But guys, that I think about covers my account dailies. And I think I talked about all the other things I could do. I can do other stuff, like for instance, I'm going to do right now, not on video, but I'm going to actually farm this guy's fish set because I think I'm only 1 day out for finishing the fishball set. I am, and I'm going to get the necklace, and then this is going to be the end game for all of my level 90 characters, guys. Gracia or Dusky set, 6 set, maybe a magic stone, and then a fish set with the epic that they already are guaranteed to have because I've brought everybody through the TOD, or at least almost everybody, and they're going to have an epic weapon. And this guy right now, guys, is no slouch. So when I finish my fish set, he'll be all legendaried and epiced out, and he'll be done. I guess he'll be just done with the on the account. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. There was a little bit of my new account dailies. Probably the next time I make this video, like fucking in 2 weeks, it'll happen again. I'll make another account dailies videos because they're gonna change some other bullshit or remove something. I'm not gonna be able to do it anymore, but. Just letting you guys know that there's a lot of, this game is evolving and there's still a lot of stuff to do. I may not be happy with the Explorer changes that they did, but that's not going to stop me from still achieving my goals, guys. At some point, Aegis Rick will get every character in the game at least level 90. That's going to be my goal, and then we'll get full epics like fucking Aegis or some shit like that. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. There's a little bit of account dailies. I will catch you nights later. Keep an eye out for those new videos, by the way. Maybe even a vlog video. I don't know. Maybe.